Well, hello there, and welcome to your October's numerology. Can you believe that we're already in October? I mean, we're just like flying through 2025. It's amazing. It really feels like we're just skating right on through. It's a trip, I'll tell you. But good thing about this is October's astrology, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So here we are. Welcome to Metaphysical Roundtable. I'm Jennifer. This is one of my co-hosts, Mouse. Sorry, I'm like trying to do this backwards. Mouse, and Mercury, the cat, not the planet, is also here. So, the overview of October's numerology, astrology. Now, I usually do not cover like all the transits and all the things that's going on with Mercury and like the moon because they move really fast. But I'm going to cover a couple of things going on with Mercury in October. So October 1st, we have Mercury square Jupiter. Typically, squares are challenging times. It's a challenging moment. But when anything is square a positive planet like Jupiter, it's really good. It's a lot of positive stuff. So we got a lot of positive stuff going on with our communication on October 1st, maybe the 2nd, because again, Mercury moves pretty fast. On the 6th, we have a full moon in Aries that hits its peak at 11:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Mercury is moving into Scorpio. Now, with this full moon in Aries, this is sort of us just waving off all of the chaos that we have had this month in September with the eclipses. So we're finally putting all of that energy behind us and moving ahead. And again, this is why October is just it's a better time. Better, it's just not as chaotic or as challenging as September has been. So Mercury moves into Scorpio same day as the full moon in Aries on October 6th. Then on the 11th, we have Venus opposing Saturn. Venus is in its fall position. Venus is in Virgo still on the 11th. And I mean, really, not a lot of planets are happy being in picky Virgo. Mercury loves being in Virgo, but it rules Virgo. But Venus is like not loving it. So having that pickiness with relationships and opposing Saturn at the same time, it's going to be a challenging couple of days. Just a couple, because on the 13th, Venus moves into Libra. Venus loves being in Libra. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So happy. We're in a good space. Also on the 13th, we have Pluto going direct at 10:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Venus is now opposing Neptune because Neptune is in Aries still. And so now we have Venus opposing Neptune. So those oppositions, not super happy, fantastic when it comes to like our relationships or even like money. But it's not going to last that long because Neptune is retrograde and, we've already passed like Saturn, when Venus came out of Virgo and went into Libra, we've already passed that too. So we're getting there, but there's a week here that's going to be a little bit rough on our relationships. Yeah. On the 21st, we have a new moon in Libra that hits its peak at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is literally just before it moves into Scorpio. Like literally the moon is moving into Scorpio 3 hours later. This is how, again, this new moon, it is in the last tiny little bit of Libra. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Scorpio, and we have Neptune retrograding back into Pisces. So now we have Saturn and Neptune back into Pisces. On the 29th, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. And of course, on the 31st, we have Halloween. however you wish to celebrate that, however, like whatever's going on with your calendar, your religion, your beliefs, whatever. I hope you have a great day. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I am. Okay, so we end the month with Uranus in Gemini, retrograde, Jupiter in Cancer, Venus is in Libra, the Sun and Mars are in Scorpio, Mercury is in Sagittarius, Pluto is in Aquarius until 2044. Pisces is now holding North Node, Neptune, and Saturn, which are both retrograde, and South Node is in Virgo. So we have 3 planets retrograde. South Node is the only thing that we have in Earth, so we're a little ungrounded right now. We have 1 planet in fire, 3 in air, and in water we have 4 planets plus the Sun and North Node. So this could really be emotional. Okay, so we really do need some grounding energy, just having South Node in Earth, and we need some grounding energy. So the crystal of the month is Smoky Quartz. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is such a beautiful specimen. Oh, look at all the colors, all the sorry, I'm trying to show it. And all you can see is my ring lights. I'm so sorry about that. But look at just all this pretty colors in this stone. It's so gorgeous. And here is a sphere so that you can kind of see the difference. There's lots of different variations of Smoky Quartz, but these are so beautiful and I love them. And Smoky Quartz is very grounding. It is associated with the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus, is my favorite chakra. But this stone is it's full of stability. It's a grounding stone. It's a ground of stability. It helps connect us to Mother Earth. It's just amazing. And I thought this is perfect for this month. So the information, where I received all of this information, where I got the information, is going to be listed in the description below. But I got it from HimalayanSaltFactory.com and thecrystalcouncil.com, along with some books, again, listed in the description below. But I really like to give those websites a shout out. And I've talked about the Crystal Council before, but I really like their website. I really do. Lots of good information. So, Smoky Quartz, it helps with focus and clearing a wandering mind. So if you can't keep keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the ball, this is a great stone to have on your desk. Oh my gosh. ADHD queen right here. Love this. It fuels drive and determination, helps reinforce self-control. Excuse me, sorry. It assists in making dreams a reality. And with that, I don't mean that the stone is actually going to say, oh, I see that you're dreaming about that, I'm going to make it happen. No, it encourages you. It gives you that energy to work with that. So it's used a lot in manifesting. And as I have said so many times before, manifesting is not sitting on your ass, drinking a Coors and watching The Love Boat. It's not. Manifesting is work. It's putting in the effort and spirit meeting you the rest of the way. Put in the work. This stone is going to help you do that. It's going to help get you the energy, the fuel, the drive, the determination. We like that. It also helps dissolve and transmute negative energy, lower vibrational energies, stagnant or unwanted energies. We're detoxing that stuff out, especially after the eclipses that we just had. It also helps instill emotional calm, so it helps people with anxiety and depression. Fantastic, fantastic stone. Sorry, I just had a major coughing fit. I've been doing a lot of cleaning out here, and the dust has been giving me some mild asthma issues lately. because I've been cleaning out so much. And I even disturbed a mouse with my coughing fit. Pretty crazy. But go check out Smoky Quartz, like in your local metaphysical shops. Any place that sells crystals is going to have Smoky Quartz, because this is a very popular stone. It really is. And even when I have small pieces of it, it sells really quickly. But it is just gorgeous. Look at all the veins in that and the variations. It's a beautiful stone. So go check it out. You'll love it. It's great for this month, for October. It's great for October. It's a very grounding stone. And I do feel like we're going to need that, especially after the chaos that we've had in this month in September with the eclipses. Well, before we see what's going on with your individual life path numbers, I will be reading, as usual today, from the Numerology Oracle cards, which I actually read from that book because it's so full of good information, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. So those are the two decks that I'll be reading from today, also listed in the description below. But I hope you all have a fantastic month of October, and let's see what's going on with your individual numerology. Hello, Life Path 2. Well, October for you is a 3-month. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good one. So 3 is very artistic. It's very creative. It's very imaginative and cheerful, and it is all about communication. That 3 energy is a natural storyteller, let me tell you. And it's not just communicating in one direction. It's communicating thoughts and emotions with self-expression, like art or writing or speaking or music. Like I said, very creative, very artistic, very imaginative, but this is a lot of self-expression and communicating how they feel. Love that energy. I mean, it's real entertaining. The thing about it is that 3 vibration encourages everyone to speak their truth. Like, speak your truth. It can cause some ups and downs, especially with family, especially with those that are close to us. But overall, the 3 vibration knows how to find success in an unconventional way. And it usually has something to do with expression. Yeah. So the lesson, well, let me start with the mantra. The mantra of the 3 is, I am creativity and vibrant expression, sharing my authentic voice freely. Authentic. That is a key word here. And when I am saying about communicating and sharing your authentic voice and speaking your truth during this time, I want to remind you, as I do everyone, when we're in a 3-month or a 3-year, freedom of thoughts and speech does not and should not cause injury to others. It does not give you the right to say anything you want for personal gain or to cause injury to others. That's going to come back and bite you. Yeah. So the lesson of the 3 is communicating emotions openly and letting go of judgment of the self and others. Now that leads us to some of these little shadow sides here, because what happens with the 3 vibration is we start judging ourselves very, very harshly, and it starts overflowing into others. So that means we're done with judging ourselves so harshly that in our minds, we're like edging towards the corner and crying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that in 1982. Oh no, just skip it, okay? Because when you start doing that to yourself, it starts overflowing into other people. And the next thing you know, you're criticizing every single person that you come into contact with at Target, at Costco, at Kroger, wherever you live, you're criticizing everyone. It's not a good look. It's not. Because then what happens is you start being unable to speak your truth, unable to communicate freely or openly because you're just so full of judgment. We don't love that. It also leads to pessimism, exaggerations, and getting a little bit gossipy. The 3 vibration in its shadow side can also be a little scattered. Like spending time and energy on multiple projects and spreading themselves way too thin. That's an optimistic thing, but realistically it may not happen. So it's really, really good to try and stay grounded. And this may be a challenge for you this month, Life Path 2, because having that 3 vibration during a time where we're not really grounded, we don't have a lot of things in Earth, astrologically speaking, this may be a time when you really want to get some Smoky Quartz. Yeah, because really you are here, you want to look at both sides of everything. You want to keep that love and harmony and that diplomacy like running fluidly through you at all times, because you want everyone to feel comfortable. And if you're uncomfortable, it's not going to, like, that love and harmony and balance is not going to flow through you as easily. We don't need to build a dam on that flow. We want to keep it going because you're keeping a lot of people together right now. I want to remind you of your mantra, which is, with an open heart, I joyously receive and offer infinite love. I want to say that again. Receive and offer. In that order, okay? So while you are all about partnerships, while you're all about unity, whether it's with your community, your book club, your friends group, your family, even if it's like you're talking about a romantic partnership here, you want everything to work with cooperation and an open heart. And I get that because you're here to make soul connections. I get it. However, if you start sacrificing yourself and you stop receiving before you give out, things can get troubling. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That victim mentality, that like becoming the martyr, or avoiding conflict so much that you ghost people that are actually really good friends or close family members or a good business partnership or just people in your community because you're trying to avoid conflict. I gotta tell you, conflict is not abuse. Coming and addressing a situation is not abuse. It can be abusive, but it doesn't mean that it's abuse. You got this. You can do it. Don't put yourself on the back burner, Life Path 2. Bring in a lot of this communication with the 3 vibration this month and open yourself up to this wonderful, like, creative and artistic energy that is just here and really helping you to communicate thoughts and emotions and really speak your truth in any form you choose. Art, music, speech, writing, gun it up. We love it. We love it. All right, let's see what's going on with advice cards for you. I love the 3 energy. It definitely has its moments, right? I wonder when the 3 month is for me. I don't know. Woo. I mean, I probably already passed it and I didn't realize it. I did. Yeah, I did. Because I was like, oh, maybe it'll be soon. No, I passed it. It was actually last month. It was actually August. Because I'm a 22-4. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name. I think it's Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Well, that is perfect, especially when it comes to communicating, putting yourself first. Right? Right? Yeah. Cards are a-flying. I know. I try not to just jump on those and just be like, oh my gosh, a card flew out. Well, when you shuffle as sloppily as I do, cards fly out all the time. Really. Ooh, surrender to the divine. Full moon. Love that. Void of course. Cardinal. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that only took like forever, didn't it? Okay, surrender to the divine. This is very interesting. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to the mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. Oh my gosh, that is really cool. The odds are in your favor. May the odds forever be in your favor. Sorry. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep your cool as events unfold. I am getting the answers I need. Well, Life Path 2, some changes unfolding for you here. And I love that because in a 3-month, this is a time of communication. Yeah. And really, Mercury is skipping around a lot this month, so be good. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 2. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful October. Don't forget to come back and join me for that mid-month numerology check-in. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.